Namaste to all of you. The second part of what I spoke earlier. What is life? So I'd like to tell you now something about the meaning of life. The meaning of life. On its own, I would say, life has no meaning. But yes, in that being and becomingness, we need to create a meaningful life. After all, we are the highest, most intelligent living creatures in this universe. Supposed to be the most intelligent. We have the power to choose, which none of the other living creatures have. And with that choice gifted to us, instead of creating conflict in those choices, we have to create a meaning in the becoming of something for that beingness. So a meaning of life is a very important factor. It's very easy to say life is meaningless. It is just in its living, like I've heard many other people say that. Sorry, I don't agree to it. I don't agree to it. After all, we have been born here, whatever, through random selection of DNA, RNA, etc., whatever. But there is definitely a meaning. Now, in order to understand, for us to pursue further on the meaning of life, we should know that there is a conscious principle in our mind. And the conscious principle, the unconscious, the subconscious, the conscious, the superconscious, which makes the mind alive and wakeful. That wakefulness, that aliveness comes through the conscious principle. It is the most important factor. It is the essence of life. It provides that quality to life. Otherwise, it is just in quantum. Life will be in quantity. That's all. Like it is in the case of plants and animals. They live just to survive and to propagate, to become more and more. Nothing else. They have no meaning to life. But besides survival, besides propagation, meaning reproduction, we have many other tasks to fulfill in this journey of life which has been provided to us. We have to become something so that we leave something behind when we die. Something left behind for others to remember by. And that meaning is provided to us by our uniqueness. Every human being is unique. Out of, say, 7.5 billion people. Why? This uniqueness is granted to us to make something out of it and not to waste it. So, from being in body, mind and soul to becoming or to becomingness itself is that creation and the meaning of life. Creation. And what do we need to do for that? We need to create a certain degree of worthiness, so that there is stability, there is balance, and we can celebrate life. So, in order to create that meaning, what is required? I would say we should know first who we are. It is very important, otherwise we remain puppets and slaves of our mind. Our mind keeps on taking us on a roller coaster ride, and we say it's our mind. Not that we are mind, it's our mind. So it's very important to know who we are. And then it's important to know what we are, inwardly, not outwardly. Outwardly we are just trying to show to others what we are. But what we are truthfully, inwards, that's very important. And the third is to introspect, to contemplate, to concentrate onto the direction on which our life is leading, and to the direction which our mind is taking us. We should always be constantly for authentic living, constantly alert, attentive and aware. Alert, because the moment the mind is alert, it becomes aware. The moment it is aware, it becomes conscious. It becomes conscious. So, always be alert, attentive and aware to see which direction the mind is going and which direction we should lead the mind. In the balanced direction of the material and the spiritual. Right now it's only material, zero spiritual. In the right manner of the material and the spiritual. So that we have that inert power within us to handle both happiness as well as sadness with equal grace and respect. So that is the gist of the meaning of life in this journey of being and becomingness. Thank you very much for listening. Namaste.